Hey traders, TJ Watkins here. It's August 21st, Friday when I'm recording this. Welcome to your free video. Just to get us started, I want you guys to know that coming up September 2nd, I'm going to be having a webinar for one night only. We're going to be showing you guys some new things about the Moxie Indicator that we've created, kind of fun out there, and then talking about what we're seeing with this market, how we've been trading, and some of the examples that we've been doing. So it's going to be partially educational and partially introductory to the new Moxie tools, and we'll fill you in on some of that stuff. So remember, simplertrading.com/swing-moves. We'll make sure there's a link in the description, all that kind of stuff for you. And then don't forget, some of the stuff that we're going to go over is how I grew my account 420% in 6 months, back when things were looking pretty good in the market. And then also that magical 2061% trade that I had on SOXL. And I want to make sure you guys know that you can be part of this too. And in fact, today, when I was on the mic, these were just some of what the subscribers were saying inside of the trading room. Mike was able to catch that TEM trade. If you guys look at TEM, nice big move on that one using the Moxie method. And Laurel said that she's been having a good time and, paid for her membership. So having a really good time out there in the Moxie room. Okay, so let's dive into this market a little bit. We know that things have been a little crazy. On the surface, the market doesn't look like it's doing too much. But let me bring this up because we know that the crypto has been exploding and that there have been some things going on because of what Besant has said this week. So this has been a lot about treasury and bonds, bond buying programs, and what that really means. So we have seen the dollar continue to implode. The TLT kind of bounced. We're looking to see if it can find some support. And a lot of this comes down to yield curve control and whatnot. So I'll just also put a little header. There might still be a little bit of weakness from the market. Trump and Iran still continues. There was another post, I believe it was today, that he put out there on Truth Social. Just also remember, if we come over to here, that we still have potentially seasonal weakness and midterm weakness. I have been seeing that breadth is starting to weaken. So right here, we're going to talk about that. And it's kind of the bigger question that I have that we're seeing out here, of course, based on this week and the reaction that we've seen from precious metals and commodities and crypto right over through here, is what does this mean and what's going on? What I am seeing specifically is that the news about bond buying, and basically it's QE, essentially it's qualitative easing, and that's what they're trying to do in through here. And so what we're seeing is that the dollar's coming down, they're devaluing the dollar, and that commodities are going up because of that reason. And then we're also seeing that because of QE, well, crypto loves that. So we have just absolutely seen crypto and anything related to crypto explode this week. Fortunately, we did have a couple trades on that were able to take advantage of those things. So we caught the ride, especially in MSTR, and we've been discussing things like BMNR and Coin and Circle and everything else that's involved in that crypto space. So that's the big deal this week of what we've been seeing. And let me bring that over to you so we can look at it. Whether you want to look at MSTR, Bitcoin, you name it. I even spoke about this in my YouTube videos on my other channel, Profit Pilot, if you guys want to see that as my personal Moxie channel. And I was discussing how I did get in right here. And obviously that was not the right time, but I think that was the heads up. Why did this thing pop up? Well, people were kind of starting to get into this. It did fade, but we stayed in because I felt like this was going to continue to work. And you can see here, it perfectly held the trend line, and we actually exploded right there. So then we took our profits, and you can see just absolutely massive volume coming in here. And also point out that there's a Moxie price trigger. So I do believe that the crypto trade is on. I even posted this on my social medias, looking at Ethereum, which, my goodness, you look at Ethereum. Let's see if I can type it better. There you go. And you look at this thing and just straight up. So really, really nice. A pretty obvious candle 3 days ago. That's the thing. I made a post on the social media with a squeeze. And there you go. There's our Moxie price trigger and everything. Yeah, big deal. Big deal. And looking at this. And there was a fairly clean setup with price staying over the daily 50, bull flagging, and then just pop. So at this point, don't really want to chase it. If you guys missed the trade, I'd probably hold off, see if there are any kind of pullbacks, flags, dips that we can start buying into. And I think the idea here is, can this continue to run despite potential market weakness because of the support that the government is having, the Treasury is having by buying bonds. So there are a lot of moving parts out there and some questions out there. And this is kind of what I've been looking for. Remember the webinar September 2nd, talking about crypto here. And then copper. If we look at some of the commodities, if we look at FCX, I was discussing this on the KE report, which you guys can see on my social medias, back all the way from Tuesday of this week, saying that, I think actually copper is going to be working. Now, did I take a trade on it? No, I should have. I was talking about it all week, and I was a little preoccupied with some of the other trades that we had. And now you can see that copper is breaking out. So if you're a breakout buyer, you could probably chase this and see whatnot. But I think that this is doing well. I mean, clearly, you look at this line right here, and it is making new all-time highs. So FCX and any other kind of copper or copper miner or copper related stock seems to be doing pretty well. Now let's kind of go over to breadth. I also posted this one on my social medias, and you look here, you got the market up above, and you come over here and you have the breadth readings. And this is where I'm getting a little bit concerned about the overall condition of the market. Of course, there will still be stocks that go up while the market goes down, but it might be a little bit more difficult. If we look at the 20-day breadth, it has been flat for a while, and we are possibly starting to break down. Now, it's a little bit hard because it's been super sideways and super choppy for a while. So this may not be a really good read at this moment, but what I am starting to see here is that the 50-day breadth got up to about 70, and it can't really get beyond that. So it kind of feels like most stocks are up and that they can't really go that much further, and maybe this is the beginning of that starting to roll over. The other one we look at is the 200-day breadth. Now, having the 200-day breadth up at 72 is amazing. That's really great. It seems like a pretty strong market. 72% of stocks in the S&P are over their 200-day moving average, which is awesome. But also, that is also pretty high. Can it go higher? Maybe not. And if we start losing these shorter term breadth readings, then we might start topping out here and start to come back down. So this is kind of the stuff that I'm looking for. I also think that it would be, again, we have seasonality that's supposed to be weak, and we have the midterms coming up, which kind of acts as like a cooling thing because nobody really wants to be long going into the unknown of a new election cycle or a political landscape. So I think that is just something to keep in mind, and we might start losing some of the support of the market. Of course, as I said, there are still some winners. Think about if the dollar is down, what is that going to support? Commodities. Okay, so there are some areas out there that we could look at, and now we know crypto is going, so we'll have to see if crypto can swim upstream against the market. Okay, so that is what I am seeing out there. Remember, guys, start signing up for the webinar that I have on September 2nd. You can come over here, simplertrading.com/swing-moves. And as I said, link will be in the description, and I would love to see you guys there. Got a lot to talk about, and I'll show you guys some of the new doodads that we have for the Moxie Indicator and a new alert service. All right, guys. So we look forward to seeing you then. Take care.